Hey, today in my kitchen, we're going to dazzle everyone with crepes, vegan crepes. That's right, you heard me. Turn up your volume. We're making vegan crepes and gluten-free, oil-free. What more could you want? So let's get at making crepes. So we're going to need to do a little bit of prep work if we want to make these spectacular. I'm sorry, I didn't introduce myself. Hi, I'm Vicki-Lynne. Welcome to my kitchen. Once again, I'm here with another fabulous recipe, and this one is a showstopper, and we can make this as simple as you want or as elegant as you want. So if you want to take a shortcut for your filling, you can feel free to use a can pie filling, the apple, cherry, blueberry, whatever you want. You can make your own apple filling if you want. Take some apples, slice it up, put it in a pan, little water, little sugar, some cinnamon, let it cook down, make your own. We're actually going to use some strawberries and bananas today because that's what I happen to have on hand. We're going to start with our crepe batter that's going to come together in the blender. Oh, other thing you need to do, if you want to make this nice, fluffy kind of cheese filling to go with it, you need to soak some cashews. So if you're vegan, you should kind of always be soaking cashews in your fridge because they come in handy for every kind of creamy sauce you ever want to make. Honestly, you can make your cremas and your cheeses and everything. So I always have cashews soaking because I'm always putting kind of cream sauces on stuff whenever, and my husband loves the cilantro sauces and throw a little like sriracha in there and give it a little kick, and they're great. So I actually had just a cup of cashew soaking, and it just makes a great little cheese sauce, not cheese sauce, but like a creme to go with it, okay? So you can do that the night before, you're good to go. And if you forget, you can always soak your cashews with some hot water for about 20 minutes or so. We just want to soften them so when we blend them, they cream up really nicely. So no big deal. We're good to go. So in our blender, we're going to make our crepe batter because this does need to sit for about an hour in the fridge or overnight. So if you think about it, you can make it the night before and soak your cashews at the same time and then put it all together the next morning and have crepes for breakfast. Okay. In our blender, we are going to just add all of the ingredients, which is super simple, just our plant-based milk. We're going to add a little bit of sugar. Oh, and if you're new here, hey, don't forget to subscribe. Scooch on over, hit that little bell icon so you're notified every time my videos go up, because I do have great plant-based vegan recipes all the time. Why is that not fitting in there now? Oh, there it is. We're going to add some cornstarch, and the recipe will be down below, guys. And this recipe does come together super quick. And again, this one is gluten-free. I'm using brown rice flour for this one. You could use sorghum, any other gluten-free flour. Or you could use all-purpose flour if you're not gluten-free. It's super simple. We're using 1/3 of a cup of some silken tofu. And I just have the Tetra boxes because it makes it so easy. Just they're shelf stable. Just sit in your cupboard. Some vanilla. I just eyeball it. It's vanilla. And I like adding cinnamon. If you don't like cinnamon, don't add it. But I just think cinnamon gives everything such a nice flavor. And that's it. How easy was that? Okay. We're just going to blend it. Make sure everything incorporates nicely. just want to make sure everything gets, sometimes the cornstarch gets stuck to the side because it's very kind of sticky to everything. One other quick blend. Perfect. We're going to throw this in a bowl because we are going to need our blender back to make our cashew creme. So I'm just going to put this in a bowl. I think I'll find something else to put it in. We'll just put this in a bowl and stick it in the fridge because it needs to set for a good hour. So now we're going to make the cashew cream, and you can double this recipe, triple it, just depends on what you have going on for the week. And you can mix it up depending, again, on what you're going to have going on for the week. So I'm kind of going to make this a little bit sweet. I'm going to add some sugar, but if you want to make just a base recipe, leave the sugar out. That way you can make it more savory during the week if you want to make it a crema. And again, I make a lot of like cilantro cremas and add a little heat to it. Depending on the kind of, I use it for tacos. If you want to just make like a crema to put on top of your tacos or whatever. Again, this is like a great base recipe. Keep this in your side pocket. You're going to love it. So again, just cashews that were soaked. Again, you could quick soak them, or I just have them kind of always soaking in my fridge, to be perfectly honest. Recipe will down below, but this is basically 1 cup of cashews, a half a cup of water. I'm adding a little bit of sugar. Oh, I am going to add a little bit of salt. Just a pinch of salt. If you're salt-free, leave it out. And I'm going to add a little bit of lemon juice. Just want to make sure I don't go too heavy on the lemon juice. Sometimes I go a little wild with the lemon juice. Now you could also, again, once you have the base recipe, you can obviously add garlic, smoked paprika, whatever to this. And then you're literally going to blend this until it's nice and smooth, and that's going to take 3 or 4 minutes. High-speed blender, let it go, and then it's going to be nice and smooth. We're going to put it in a container, stick it in the fridge, and we're going to have it for the inside of our beautiful crepes when we make them. Okay, so we're going to blend this, and then we'll see you when we're going to be making our crepes. Let me show you just how nice and smooth that is. I don't know if you can see that. I know my lighting is a little off. I'll show you when we're making the crepes. It is delicious. All right, so we're going to make our crepe. We want to make sure that our pan is preheated and hot. You never want to do it in a cold pan. And I'm using a bigger one. So if you have a smaller one, this is my best nonstick pan. So you're going to pour your batter in, and then you're going to want to tilt your pan. Then you're going to let it sit. It's going to bubble, and we want it to cook. It literally takes seconds to make these crepes. You see it all kind of cooking. We're just going to gently lift the sides all the way around. I'm just going to turn my heat down a little bit. And you're just going to flip really quick. Lightly brown, that's all we want. Let it brown on the other side for about a minute. And then you're just going to continue to repeat until all your batter is done. So let's plate our crepe. First, we're going to put our crepe on our plate. We're going to take out our cashew cream. I like to fill the inside very generously. I also like to put fruit on the inside of mine, but that's up to you. I'm going to fill mine with strawberries. and a few bananas. And then you're just basically going to fold it over. Let me just so we get a nice picture. Get a little bit of cream over this side. Just like that. Top it with more fruit on the top. There we go. And then you can also add a little bit more cream on top. And there you go. Fresh crepes, vegan, gluten-free, oil-free, and delicious. Guys, got to give this one a try.